Right, back again. Gone again, back again. What's going on? Why has Sergeant Kamarov suddenly got a huge lead? Grez is up into P2. Well, Grez is up into P2. Belange has dropped to P4. But for whatever reason, Kamarov has picked up a gigantic lead. Get back into the stream again. So, right. Okay, back up and running. Right, guys, so sorry, yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happened while we've been away. Kamarov suddenly got 12.5 second lead. Grez is into P2, Dre into P3. Belange has dropped the 4th then. Still on the back of them. Spreader's at the 5th. So remember, Belange and Spreader go into the end. But I said that Kamarov needs about 20 seconds, I reckon. And he's, well, he's got 17 seconds to 3rd. So he's not far off that 20 seconds. But we've got 4 yellows again. I have no idea what that's for. Well, Frozen's into the pit lane. Could just be because he was close to it, so decided to take the stop. See, no, he's got no front wing, so I suspect it's him that's hit a wall or something that's caused a virtual safety car. Frozen leaves the session. And I think he was running the lobby, so I think that's our host. He's disappeared. He's on the main menu. There's an invite sent. And Dre picks up a drive-through penalty. So that's going to hurt. And into the pits he is to serve it straight away. And that is going to drop him, I think, right away down to P9. Which is Goomba. He's coming out the final corner now. Yeah, Dodikaka's just entering the final corner, so I think Dre will get out. Just going to hit the speed limiter line now. Oh, I don't know. It's going to be tight. There you have it. So actually he's come out just behind Dodikaka. And disappointingly for Dre, I believe he still has to pit. So where have we got any battles going on then? We got Dark Lord. Oh, right this second. I was saying, just before it cut off previously, I was saying that I predicted in the Discord earlier on that I would be speaking to Spreader at the end of this on the podium interviews. He's currently sat in P4 behind P3, who has a 3-second penalty, so... And he's within that 3 seconds, so as it stands right now, he would be on the podium. He's just suddenly gained a load of time on him as well. I think Belange must have made a mistake there. So, sorry, let's get back down to this. Obviously, Spreader's going to be looking at overtake if he can get it, but he's not really close enough right now. He's still just over 8 tenths out. 1 second. Just reshare the link again into the Discord. It's a shame. Because the oh, I've just shared it in the welcome. Oh, look, it's in the Discord. It's in the wrong channel, but it's in the Discord. So people should be able to find it. Right, Lord, oh, is he getting a run here? He is, but round the outside of this corner is difficult. Oh, the Alpine wants to get involved as well. Dark Lord, in the end, does get himself through. Quite aggressive, but certainly fair. Well, they managed to avoid any contacts there. Very pleased to see that. I hear that, but Dark Lord felt like he had to get that done for the sake of his race. So, right then, gaps in a way. Gaps. So, Kamarov then has 13, well, nearly 14 seconds to Greza. He's then got a further 7.5 seconds, so that's 21.5 seconds to Boulogne. So for me, right now, I think Kamarov is favourite to win this race. So, assuming he's going to pit to softs. My only worry for him is to pit to softs. He's actually got to take these mediums quite far. So, oh no, sorry, we're on lap 20 out of 31. No, sorry, he needs to do about another 2 or 3 laps, really. To pit like the end of lap 22 or 23. There's White Lion even. Looks at the inside of Demon and takes that position. So up to P6 for White Lion. Demon still dropping down the order. It looks like he's actually pushing those hards out enough to go to softs, isn't he? Rather than pitting to mediums. I'm not sure he'd have been better served going with a medium. Oh, and he's round, and he's lost an end plate. Spins it around well and gets going. Well, that's going to force him into the pit stop, and it's going to have to be to mediums. You don't want to be going to softs from here. So keep going, Demon. So immediately, White Lion is back onto the 1 second of Dark Lord. He's not driving too badly, White Lion, is he, for debut? And he's doing alright out there. I'm going to head to, in terms of a drive of the day, we'll have to see what happens in the later part of this race when Kamarov starts chasing people down. But I think the obvious one is Spreader. Of course it is. When he started from 14th, he's up to podium. But I think Kamarov's dominance is pretty telling as well. Looking at others, Boulogne is doing a great job. Greza quietly going along in P2. I don't think he's got any aspirations of beating Kamarov from where he is, and really he's just looking to see if he can extend the gap out. Greza's the one to watch, really, as to whether he can get back on the podium, because he's going to have a lot of time to make up when he pits for softs. 6-1 yellow. I believe that's Taz. No, it's not. Sorry, it's Demon. Oh, and that's White Lion. He's round. Loses out to Dre. Tries to 57. I've put the commentator's curse on him and I saying he's having a good debut, and then he does that. Just trying to check. It was Demon. Oh, he's going to be absolutely fuming. I knew it was a Mercedes. I wasn't sure which one, but Demon. I hate to say it, but he's pitted for a new wing, and then lost his wing on the pit exit. He's not the first person to hit the pit exit at Singapore, and he won't be the last. But the frustration for him is going to be high. Having pitted to the mediums, he was only going to be looking up in terms of where he's going to finish. Not behind, but oh, his white line's round again. Now the game said, nah, that's enough. It's too much happening. White line has lost his wing as well. There's too much on track. And as you just saw, that is the safety car. Either that or Ambo's joined the race and he's been put in a safety car. So, pit stops already happening. Robbo Snipes onto soft, Goomba onto soft. Surely everybody. Absolutely everybody. I really feel for Sergeant Kamarov here. He had this absolutely nailed. He was about to come in for softs in a way. The gap he's got, he would have been just behind Spreader after his stop. He may even just about nipped out ahead of him. It would have been so close. But, I don't think he'd be too worried. The pace he's shown should mean that he can get away again, but you just never know. The person this is benefiting the most is without doubt Greza, because he was still going to have to pit the softs, and he would have fallen a long way behind Spreader. He'd been out ahead of Dark Lord quite comfortably, but he'd have had a lot of time to make up. So I think, for me personally, I think Greza is probably the one that's benefited the most from this safety car. Well, apart from the guys down at the back, they're going to be able to catch back onto the back of the pack, of course. Demon, for example, will be very thankful of this one. Frozen's still not with us. Not sure what's wrong with Frozen. Send him another invite. I've got my lead caught on my headset. There we go. So as predicted, it looks like everybody's coming in. Well, apart from potentially Dordy Kakat. He's ghosted at the moment. What's going on there? Yeah, his shows. Demon picks up a penalty now. He's feeding in the pit lane. It's going from bad to worse for him, isn't it? But I should think, guys, that this is going to be a long safety car. Once again, it's going to go the maximum amount of laps. So then, after that, it will be a sprint to the line. I mean, if Kamarov does hold it and takes the win, I think that would confirm him my driver of the day, because he would have had to fight them off again. I'm going to check through. Dordy Kaká, the only one ghosted other than Frozen. Kamarov has caught the safety car. Frozen's car has ended up a lap down, so he's stuck behind Kamarov at the moment. Quick look at the Discord. Right then. Nothing going on in the Discord chats, just double checking. Nothing in there. Right then, we'll be waiting for, looks like Demon and Fatal. Oh, I think Fatal's pitting again. Demon stays out. He's got to be aware they're going to need to make sure they catch this safety car. It's quite a way around from them. And they don't want to miss out on catching the back of the safety car. There could be points. They're both, well, Fatal is penalty free, so it's definitely points opportunities for him with the two drivers that are directly ahead of him now with penalties. Then Gumba is penalty free in 10th, but White Lion has a penalty in P9. Let's take a quick look at the penalties. So most, well, the three second penalties for Belange, Dre and White Lion, 6 seconds for Taz, and 5 for Demon. So, well, safety car is coming in this lap. So, Fatal will know roughly where it is on track. He's got a chance to catch as much as he can up, but I don't even think Demon's gonna catch it. He's quite a way ahead of Fatal on track, so Demon's going to get very close to it, but I don't think he's going to catch it. So we'll see then. Let's see if we watched from... Oh wow, that's a big gap that Kamarov's got there because of this lapped car. They're across the line so Greza can pass it. Look, that is Dre and Dark Lord side by side. Looks like Dre's Dark Lord's come out on top on that one. Yeah, so Demon didn't catch the back. As I said, I suppose just got to carry on. They can finish this race, pick up the points. And anybody that finishes this race, pick up whatever points they pick up, they're definitely hard earned around here. So Taz makes up a place on Dordy Kaka, who is still ghosting. No, he's not. He's with us. Okay, excellent. So I think he must have just been in AI under the safety car. Perhaps needed loo or something. So we know the penalties in a way, so let's snip back. So, okay, so the top 9 are all on softs. They shouldn't have any issues with the cars behind them. So we've got yellows. Is that Dordy Kaka, I think? It is indeed. And he drops to P12. Not working out in the end for Dordy. Shame, but he's still on track to finish this race. No obvious damage on that car. No visible damage, should I say, as Boulange picks another penalty up, so he's up to 6 seconds now. Oh, Camarov's picked up a penalty. I'd missed that. He's picked up 3 seconds. Oh, Cammy. It's not right, Michael. It's so not right. Set to 1 yellow. That's... I'm trying to see who that is. It looks like an Alpha Tauri. So I think that's actually Frozen's AI. It's just no insulting to it, isn't it? Ah, this is devastating for Kamarov. As it stands right now, Kamarov would drop down to P3, and he's got Greza all over the back of him. As Spreader makes a move on Boulange. Spreader is now on track up to P3. I hate to say it, but with Cammy picking up that penalty, I mean, he was going to be my driver of the day by a mile if that safety car hadn't happened, but it's going to drop him down, and Spreader's recovery drive to what looks like, touch wood, P2. Well, at the very least P2. He's still got a chance, of course, of getting one over on Greza. He sets fastest lap there as well, and Boulange is dropping down. Oh, man. Ah, Boulange, unlucky, man. That's got her. Unlucky. Oh, he's retired from the session. Why'd you retire? It's becoming a bit of a problem with some of the new drivers. Some of the retiring... No, there's literally no point in retiring there. Boulange should have finished the race. You got guaranteed points on the board if you finish. And as Greza then takes the lead of the race on track. He misses most of the races. He comes back, and it looks like he's going to take a win from absolutely nowhere, to be honest. I mean, he was looking probably at a P4 earlier on before the safety car, and all of a sudden now he's a huge favourite to win this race. It's, all this is really doing is allowing Master Spread now to extend his championship lead even further. And Kamarov really looks like he's struggling on these softs, so I don't know if it's put him on particularly old softs or something instead of fresh. He doesn't look to be enjoying the softs like he did the mediums and hards. Either that, or he's just completely defeated because of the penalty. Oh, Demon! Lost Demon on the final corner. I'm not going to get to see it, but it's on the very final corner. And, so that is Demon out. So that will move Fatal up to P11 and Frozen up to P12. Although Frozen, of course, isn't actually with us. Oh no! White Lion. Well, he's not out, White Lion, but that has completely destroyed the front of his car, and he's gonna have to pit. Didn't quite catch that in time. I don't know if that was it looked like it might have been contact between two cars, but I didn't really catch it in time. So, Kakat also picking up 3 seconds now. Penalties are piling on. People are trying to make the most of the race that they can, and they're putting that extra, trying to go that extra bit faster. And mistakes are happening, penalties are happening, spins, collisions are happening. These people are just trying to put that little bit extra in to gain that extra bit of place for the end of the race. But, quickly down to Gumba. See, side by side with Dre, who appears to be driving around with no front wing. Dre, I would assume, as he gets a nudge from behind from his teammate. Well, Dre, I'm afraid that's just been caught on streaming. That is horrendous. For starters, you shouldn't be driving around the track with no front wing. 2, you've just driven straight into Taz. That is horrendous. So, I'm afraid you're going to be in trouble for that, lad. Very much going to be in trouble for that. Spreader is having a look at Cammy. And it looks like he's going to get past. So I don't know whether Kamarovs end up on really old softs. Maybe his Q1 softs, or whether he sustained some sort of damage. Maybe when it's Taz and Kakat are out. Well, that's 2 more retirements. That will promote Fatal Defiance up to 9th. And well, surely that must be a collision. We're too late in a race. There won't be any safety car. So, we will continue. But, well, Taz wouldn't be down there. Wouldn't have been anywhere near Kakat if Dre hadn't had driven into him, so... I'm afraid. I do believe, well, I'm not impressed, and I don't think the owners are going to be either. I think Dre's going to have a serious penalty coming his way. That's, Dark Lord gives Gumbo a little bit of a nudge there. Genuine fight for position, there's no penalties involved in these two. So there's a fight for P4. Dark Lord may be guilty of not leaving Gumbo enough room on that occasion, but doesn't look like any actual damage has occurred or anything like that, so Gumbo clearly seems to have the pace at the moment. Dark Lord, gone by those aerial pictures, maybe struggling a bit under the pressure. So we will need to switch to Greza pretty much now. I don't really want to leave this battle. But Greza heads through the final corners and over the line and takes victory in Singapore. Master spread with an incredible recovery drive. Kamarov will be so disappointed, but he does take a podium. Dark Lord and Gumbo are still going. They're still battling. It looks like Dark Lord is going to take P4. No, Gumbo's going to get him on the line. That actually looked like Dark Lord maybe thought I've not really been fair there. And well, I don't know. It looked to me like Dark Lord backed out and allowed Gumbo to take the position. So, good sportsmanship maybe. Robbo Snipes P6, Dre P7, but I think that man's in trouble. Big trouble. White Lion on his debut finishes P8. Face of Defiance. To be quite honest with where he ended up down, I think you're reasonably pleased with P9 with where he was about 6-7 laps ago. So, in that sense, I think don't be pleased with P9 overall, but I'd be pleased to have gained that many places in the last 6 laps. Frozen 10, but that was his AI, I'm afraid, so I don't think he'll be picking up any points. It's a good half the race, his AI was in control. As they come out onto the podium, so Greza takes victory. And yeah, told you at the start Greza win. Well, yeah, you couldn't have got more lucky to get that. I do feel sorry for Kamarov. He fully to win that race. That last safety car has absolutely done him in. Yeah, you're right, Hambo. He is bringing the race to yet for me. Everyone kept leaving on my screen. Chile giving me an invite. Chile, beat me nearly, giving the invite back, even though I was still racing in my screen. Oh. Okay. Here we go. So, there's confirmation. Greza wins. Master Spread second with fastest lap of a 141.183. 141.186 for Kamarov, who takes the final podium position. Let's get these boys in now and get the interviews ready. Good P4, brilliant from him, and in fact, because I don't think I can give the driver today to the top 3, so it's going to go to Gumba. Dark Lord P5, Robbo 6, Stray 7, White Lion 8, Face of Defiance 9, and I think he'll be the last one to be classified frozen as an AI for half the race. So there we have it. Oh, I didn't get a bloody instance. Excellent. Did you all join then? You all there? Greza, yeah. Okay. Come on, Greza. Just get in. I'll invite him again. Anyway, guys, if just make sure your audio's included for me. Cammy, I'm going to come to you first as P3 in the end, but I mean,
I have
really
no
unlucky,
words.
man. No, to be quite honest with you, you absolutely deserve to win that race. You dominated, to be quite honest with you. And I don't know whether they put you onto old sauce at the end,
Yep,
or it was old sauce, was it? I thought it was that, or you
20%
sustained some
sauce.
sort of damage, but it's a nightmare.
I had
So
I had
there's no way
two
for you to
I had
defend.
two new sets in quali, but because I disconnected during the race, I presume is what it was the game decided. Yeah, nah. The safety car in the first place was bullshit. Someone spun, so I was like, "Yep, full safety car." But hey,
Yeah, it was because there was too many spins in too close a time,
I
so
don't
they
think
ended
that
up with a
should
front wing and
really be a
two.
safety car though. So hey,
No, a
there we
VSC
go.
would have covered it, but there you
I
go.
had good
Yeah,
pace, so I'll take that. But it's just annoying to again not get a
yeah.
result when I should have done. But hey, yeah.
Well, when you pitted for the mediums, because there was a couple of drivers behind you that were going to be going to the end. I said he needs to pull out a gap to those of about 20 seconds because it's a long pit stop around here. About 27 to 20 seconds it takes around here. So, to close that gap up on the sauce at the end, I said if you can get a gap of about 20 seconds, well, you got even more than that. It was near 25 seconds to Spreader and Boulogne. But,
Yeah, I got
so
a bit
it,
fortunate to be fair that
yeah.
Boulogne spun. I think he would have been pretty good competition for having it if that safety car hadn't come out and he hadn't spun. But other than that, it was pretty much in the bag. But hey, there you go. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
So that's racing.
it is. Yeah, yeah. Still a P3 though, man. So just fair play on your
Yeah,
drive
it's still
today.
podium.
And you did drive very well. And yeah, I think anybody who watches that back will agree that you deserved it. But just the way, as you say,
I
it's
mean,
racing. That's
first
what happens.
race back after a couple of weeks. That as well. It's not too bad to get a podium, so I'll take it.
Yeah, totally, totally. Spreader, congratulations, mate. You've made a great recovery drive back up to P2. Um, yeah, how did the race go from your side? Because I think there was a hairy moment in there.
It was
Um,
all right. We was just taking our time. We got off the lines. It was just trying to pick through. We managed to get a couple of cars on the opening lap, and I got in with Grittas Davis, and there was some really, really good driving. And I think there was one mistake between the four of them all racing when I was racing with them. So you can't get everything perfect all the time, but oh, it was a great battle in that. So we managed to come. There was 10th then, but we had people who didn't pick. We managed to clear Demon and get the foot down and. Yeah, we got a bit lucky at the end there. Boulan's dropped it in front of me, and Cameron had a 3 second penalty with old tyres, so I managed to get past him. But yeah, Greza were gone then. Couldn't get close to Greza, but P2 from where I was.
yeah,
He said, make the
fair
party
enough.
joinable because he's not getting invites, Greza said.
Party's definitely. Oh, right, I see what you mean. Yeah, okay, just a
Weirdo.
second. Uh,
Bullshit.
I said it's bullshit. I sent him about 10.
there you are, it's joinable now.
So yeah, he'll join. But yeah, no, it was a good race that and to salvage P2 from a quali ban around a track that's hard to get round, hard to overtake round. Then yeah, no, I'll take that.
Yeah. Um, yeah, obviously there was that hairy moment, but other than that, actually, you're racing alongside people who seem to be very good all the way through. To be honest, people were allowing space. You were allowing them space, so yeah, some good battles going on. You made your way through the field very nicely. Um, and the safety car, I think you did the right thing. You went to hards, that put the pressure on the guys that switched from the hards to the mediums because they had to create the gaps. Um, so yeah, ultimately, I think you got pretty much everything spot on there, so strategy wise and getting the overtakes done as well. So yeah, well done, man.
Cheers, pal. Thank
Um,
you.
no worries. Greza, you're old hand at doing this. I'm sure you've included your audio. Um,
Yeah.
congratulations on a win, mate. I know you're an honourable man, and I'm sure you'll feel quite bad for Kamarov, really, because he was dominating that before that final safety car. But that's not it's not your fault. At the end of the day, you've done what you had to do after the safety car, and you've taken the victory on a rare race for you at the moment because you're not often attending.
Yeah.
So was to be honest, you spent most of the race on your own, I think. So it was a bit lonely till the end, really. But how was it from your end in a way? How did it
Yeah. Oh,
go?
Christ, it's a long race. Thinking about now, I got a really good start. I got jacked by the line, and then he managed to get me back in turn two, and then he was gone. To be honest, and I think earlier on, Boulange was on the opposite strategy, so I kind of just let him go and I get him back. Yeah, but and then obviously that
Yeah,
safety car kind of made me and Jack go onto a stop of the softs at the end. So it would have been, and that would have been a really good race to be fair, because we would have had about 10 seconds on softs to catch the hard runners. But then obviously that safety car
yeah.
just kind of gifted it me because Jack, yeah, screwed him a little
It
bit. But you got to be in a position to
yeah,
take advantage, and I'll I'll take it because he beats me
exactly.
plenty of other times. So
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Again, man, fair play. I mean, you didn't put a foot wrong all race. To be fair, that we saw. Um,
yeah, you get no
again,
admin privileges. Either Demon defended like a lion against me on all the tires.
he did
Fair
it
play, it
with
was a good battle.
absolutely everyone, man. Fair play to him. He really put up a fight, and he actually got very unlucky later in the race and has ended up retired. But yeah, fair. Yeah, shout out to him because he did do a great job defending against everyone that you come up against. Um, there we go. In terms of driver of the day, I've decided that none of you three get it. Get to have it. Kamarov was going to get it if he won the race, but he's not allowed it. So because he picked up a penalty, so he's not allowed it now. So that's going to Gumba. That's going to Gumba, who took P4.
Gumba's
on the
move
line.
on the line.
Yeah.
I know it was on my team.
That was
And
a
he had
good
those
move.
ones
to be
waiting.
fair.
Enjoy it,
That
but-
was a very good move.
It was a great move.
So congratulations to you three. My apologies out there to the viewers of the issues tonight, but there's nothing I could do on my end. It just kept disconnecting. So luckily it only disconnected once in the race, so that's only split into 2 parts, so it's not too bad. But obviously 3 times during quali was a nightmare.
I think it's the rain and because FIFA's been released, so we've had to put up with a bit of a dodgy server as well, but should be better next week.
Internet, everyone. New thing.
It does.
It does not.
Doesn't even feel like rain.
A storm might, but rain doesn't.
We got Miami next
we-
week, thought I'd let you know. And
Ah, cool,
Excellent.
cheers.
So
Got a good pace.
that gives me more questions. So yeah, go on then, guys. So from you then, Kamarov, Miami. Do you like it?
Like it. Did a race there on Wednesday. Had pretty good pace. We'll see how it goes though in this league. But yeah. Well, hey, I say that I'll get shafted by the game. Internet will crash halfway through the race. But other than that, normal procedures. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Oh dear. Oh, cheer up, man. Cheer up. What about you, Spread? Like it?
Where are we next?
Miami, Florida.
Oh yeah, I like Miami. I've not drove it for a while, but yeah, it's got a nice little flow to it once you get the hang of it. Plenty of overtaking opportunities. And there's some tight twisty bits as well for Cadjo. So no, good track all in all.
Yeah, it is. Greza, what about you? Will you be driving next week? Do you think?
I am off. I was going to actually offer to join you in co-coms this week, but they decided to get me in racing instead, so maybe I might offer
Wow.
for you
Yeah.
next week.
Why not?
Maybe.
see.
Have you in.
See how,
Can you do
see
that
what it's
next
like
week?
on the track?
So you can't
It's,
take a win from me.
Don't mind you turning up every now and again to beat us.
Yeah.
just put you in your places. That's what it is. Yeah, but no, Greza, if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. But bums in seats first, I'd say, and but otherwise you're always welcome.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks to everybody that's watched live. There's been loads of viewers at some points and none at other points when I've had to rejoin. So there we go. And thanks to everybody that watched it back as always. Thanks to all of you. I'll be back myself on what day is it? It's Friday. So I'll be back on Sunday for streaming. So I will see you then at 6 p.m. So see you then. Good night.